It is Samuel the summarizer, although I like to call him Sammy. Do you know what summarizing means? Do you know what summarizing means?
Summer.
That's what we use when we summarize. Summarizing means I take the big ideas and I bring them down to tell you what is happening. Now, when you read to your teacher, and especially if she's doing a test, she might say to you, will you retell the story to me? And when you go into the library and do that testing, do they say, tell me everything you can about the story? That's called a retell. And on a retell, you tell everything you can think of. But guess what? A summary, we don't tell everything. We tell only the important parts. So I want to introduce you to Sammy the Summarizer. And Sammy the Summarizer, take his little necktie here. Sammy the Summarizer loves to read. And when he's done reading, Sammy the Summarizer likes to take his lasso and he ropes up the big ideas and he pulls them in and makes it small and he puts it in his own words. That's what Sammy the Summarizer does. I am not going to tell you the whole story as Sammy the Summarizer. I am only going to tell you the most important parts of the story. And we use words like first, second, next, last, and sometimes we look and see what happened at the beginning, at the middle, and at the end. But you know what? Sammy the Summarizer, when he lassos in those ideas, he doesn't want to tell you everything. He doesn't want all the story. He only wants the most important parts. So, we're going to read a quick little story. And then, with your help, I want to lasso in the important things. Okay? I want the important things, and we're going to pull those important things in. And we're going to write them down. But we have to be thinking about the important parts. Alrighty? Can you show me your rope? Let me see you rope it. Oh, very good, because you're going to lasso in those important parts. Are you ready? Here we go. This story is called Where's My Teddy?
Bear.
Nope, no bear. Just Where's My Teddy? Now, as I read this, okay, I need you to listen. As I read this, I want you to be thinking about the important parts of the story. But before I start, I think I want somebody to make a prediction. Who can look at the cover and make a prediction for me? Yes, ma'am.
The bear took somebody's teddy.
Oh, you think the bear is taking somebody's teddy? Uh-oh.
I think the bear.
You think that? Go ahead.
I think the bear lost.
You think he's lost? Oh, good predictions. Shall we read and find out? Here we go. Where's my teddy? Eddie's off to find his teddy. Eddie's teddy is named Freddie.
Oh, she's going to find her teddy. It's a boy.
He lost him in the woods somewhere. It's dark and horrible in there. Help, said Eddie. I'm scared already. I want my bed. I want my teddy.
I'll go in there if I see a bear.
Don't talk out, please. He tiptoed on until something made him stop quite still. Look out, he thought. There's something there. What's that? Oh, who would like to make prediction? Let me see your crystal ball.
I think that the bear's going to be popping out.
Oh, you think the bear is going to pop out? A giant teddy bear? Is it Freddie? asked Eddie. "What a surprise! How did you get to be this size?"
No, it didn't pop out of nowhere. Yes, a teddy.
"You're too big to huddle and cuddle," he said, "and I'll never fit both of us into my bed."
It's not Eddie. I would still hug it. It's not Freddy.
Then, out of the darkness, clearer and clearer, the sounds of sobbing came nearer and nearer. Soon the whole woods could hear the voice bawl, "How could you get to be so tiny and small? You're too small to huddle and cuddle," it said, "and you'll only get lost in my giant-sized bed." It was a gigantic bear and a tiny teddy stomping toward
That bear is huge. Yeah.
the giant Teddy and Eddie. "My Ted!" gasped the bear. "A bear!" screamed Eddie.
That is
"A boy!" yelled the bear. "My Teddy!" cried Eddie. Then they ran and they ran through the dark woods back to their homes as fast as they could.
What the crap? Why is the bear scared of boy? They're scared of each other. How? What about if my feet
All the way back to their snuggly beds where they huddled and cuddled their own little Teds.
That is just creepy. The size of a bed.
Now,
The size of a bear is.
okay, I need everybody's eyes and not your voices. You ready? Turn around, please. We are going to summarize what happened in the story. And guess what? We're going to just gather up the important parts of our story. We are not going to tell everything that happened because guess what? When I lasso up things, I don't want everything. I only want the important parts of the story, right? Let me see your lasso. Let's lasso up some important parts. Very good. Now, in order for us to do our summarizing, I took a piece of paper and I folded it into 3 parts. And you know what I'm thinking about? Every story or book has 3 parts. Do you know what they are?
First, next, and last.
Who has a hand? What did I do with my pen? Who has a hand? What does every story have? Yes, ma'am. Okay, it's broken up into 3 parts, yeah. And the first part is the beginning. And the second part is the middle. And the end is the last part. Could we tell our story by breaking it up into 3 parts? I think we could. All right, now my pen was on here and now it's gone. First of all, if I, oh, for heaven's sakes, there it is. What happened at the first of our story? What happened at the first of our story? Here we go. Here is the beginning. Who has a hand that can lasso in and tell me what happened at the beginning of my story? Yes, ma'am. What happened at the beginning? The bear and the boy were in the woods. What were the bear and the boy doing?
They were, they're looking for the.
Very good. Can we put your 2 parts together?
Yeah.
All right, here we go. The bear and Eddie, that was his name, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Eddie were looking for their teddies. All right. Now, was there anything else really important in the middle? I mean, in the beginning? Anything else really important? Does that pretty much tell what everything that happened at the beginning? Yeah. That's the important parts, right? Now, the bear cried, right? And Eddie was scared, right? But guess what? That is not the those are not the important parts. That is nice to know, and it was fun to read, but it's not the important parts. All right, how about the middle? What happened in the middle? All right. Well, oh, yes, ma'am. What happened in the middle of my story?
They found their teddies.
Okay. What else happened?
Scared about themselves.
Oh, they scared each other, didn't they? What were you going to say?
The boy saw the giant teddy.
Okay, very good. So, the boy and the bear met each other, right? They were both scared, but they both got their own teddies back, didn't they? All right, let's see if we can do that. The boy and bear were scared. Very good. And then what? They they did cry, didn't they? But is that something? Is that a big important part? No, that's not a big important part. What's the important part that happened in the middle? Yes, ma'am.
They found their teddies.
Oh, they got their teddies back, didn't they? Very good. And oh, hang on. You're at the end. You're ahead of me. Okay, they both got their teddies back. All right, now we're to the end. You just told me what happened. They were happy. What else happened at the end?
They ran
Sit still, guys.
as fast as
Very good.
and went to their bed.
Very good. They ran home to bed. All right, you ready? I need you, sir.
With their tails.
Yo, there you go. Thank you. All right, here we go. Ready? Let's see if we lassoed. Here we go. If we lassoed up the important parts. Here we go. Let me tell you what it says. Beginning, right? The bear and Eddie were looking for their teddies. The boy and the bear were scared. They both got their teddies back. They ran home to bed. Is that a pretty good summary?
Yes.
Is that pretty much what happened in the story?
Yeah.
Yes. Is that all that happened in the story?
No.
No. Because the summary doesn't tell everything, does it? Do you know how many sentences you just did your summary in? The bear and Eddie were looking for their teddies. 1. The boy and the bear were scared. 2. They both got their teddies back. 3. They ran home to bed. 4 sentences. You summarized that whole book in 4 sentences. Nice job. That's what summarizing is. We took all those things that happened in the story, but we did not tell about everything that happened in that story, did we? In fact, what we did, here we go, is we lassoed, very good, yes. We lassoed in, I just about lassoed myself, didn't I? We lassoed in our main ideas. My goodness sakes. Here we go. Got it this way. There we go. We lassoed in our main ideas, pull them in, right? And put them in your own words. Wait a minute. I have a question. I have a question. You ready? Why do good readers summarize? Why do you think good readers summarize? Yes, ma'am. Yeah, definitely to be better readers. Well, how would summarizing make you a better reader? Yes, ma'am.
To make you better at reading.
Yeah. How come? What makes you a better reader if you summarize?
Because you play different words and you're making them as a sentence.
Very good. You're using your own words and
you are reading really good and you might move up a level.
oh, you might move up a level. Very good. Now, if I can summarize, do you know what that means? That means I understand what I was reading, right? And good readers check to make sure they understand what they are reading. Any questions for Sammy, the summarizer? All right. Thank you.